On today's video, we go back to my friend Steve's 1972 MGB convertible that he's had for 40 plus years. Her name is Maggie, and he's gonna do a complete restoration. I don't know why, but he is, so stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie the Baldadonis, and I buy and sell cars as a hobby, and I bring you guys along with me, showing the pros and cons of each vehicle I buy. I do travel videos throughout New England, and I talk about my life experiences. Alright guys, before we get into it, my birthday yesterday, yay! I'm 57 years old, July 10th, 1969, and I just want to say I had a fantastic time with my girlfriend Andrea. We spent the whole day together, and we went to, where did we go to? Oh, we did some shopping here and there, and she bought me a bunch of gifts, and then we went to Kittery, Maine. If you've never been, I'm gonna do a video so you can see what it actually looks like. It's very pretty. But we did end the day on a bad note, kind of. She got sick and a massive headache and stuff like that. It may have been because of my car. We'll find out in that video. But I want to thank her very much for spending the whole day. She didn't have to, but she took the day off and she spent it with me. So Andrea, thank you very much. I love you, baby. And yeah, so we'll do a video about Maine soon, okay? All right, let's get into it. I met Steve 4+ years ago. I bought his 2001 BMW Swap Package 330 with the 5-speed. Ever since then, we became friends because we're both car enthusiasts. Along that time, he has bought a few cars, and he started to do a restoration on his car, Maggie. And he set up his own YouTube channel just for her. Its name's Maggie's Makeover. So you get a chance, I'll leave a link in the description. You can check all his videos out since he started. So Steve, you took on a very ambitious project. One of my thoughts was maybe he can do like a restoration slash, what's the correct word for it? I'll leave it right here. Resto mod. Sort of rebuild the engine, put all new suspension, tires, put a new interior, put a new top on there, and just leave the body the way it was. So if you're driving around, at least all the mechanicals are new, but you still have that old, you know, all original paint and bodywork showing, which I think is very cool myself. But Steve, well, you know, everybody has their own ways of thinking and doing what they want to do. So he ended up doing suspension, doing like the gas tank. He started to move along with the project, but doing a project, that's when you start spending a lot of money, and all of a sudden you get yourself involved with, well, I did this, I might as well go all the way and restore the car. All right, so very ambitious job, I get it. Would I do it? No, it's an MGB. I would just buy one that's already done, and this is my advice to most people. Find the nicest car possible. Maybe it was restored. You'll save a fraction of the cost if you bought it that way, because all that money is already spent and you get it for a fraction of the cost. Smart way to buy a car. Now, Steve knows this. Why? Because he ended up buying another MGB at a fraction of the cost of what he's going to do to his. So while Maggie is down, he is driving around in another MGB, which is Morris. The red MGB. You gotta love that, right? So Steve has an alter personality on his channel. You're gonna see that in a second. So I wanna show you guys how it went from this with original state to this all stripped down. So it's all set for the body shop. And let's talk to Steve and see what he has to say.
Yeah, so hey everybody, Steve Sarabian. I think it's like, God, it's got to be 7-8 months since the last time Mike was in here doing a video, and a lot of work has been done on this car. For those of you who don't know, this is Maggie, my 1972 MGB that I bought in college, drove it through college, took it off the road for over 40 years, and now I'm doing a frame-off restoration on it in retirement. My daughter is probably going to inherit this car. She's the one who named it. So I think the last time we got together, some work had been done on the car, but there's been a ton of stuff that's been done to it. There's a YouTube channel called Maggie's Makeover, all one word, Maggie's Makeover. You can see the complete restoration of this car episode by episode. I think there's over 1,300 subscribers now globally through about 20 different countries. So I meet new people all the time, a lot of great friends actually, pen pals. But the work that's been done on this car has actually been done, if you watch the videos, it's been done by another guy by the name of Mechanic Steve. So let me go get Mechanic Steve and he's gonna explain what's been done to the car over the last 8 months. We do the work. I had problems. I didn't have it on the other side, but I had problems like getting the window out. And all right, I'm gonna become Mechanic Steve.
Just like that. Boom.
Just like that. This guy.
You roll.
I'm becoming Mechanic Steve. It's actually donning the overalls. You gotta kind of move around like that to get them up there. And then the hat goes on and you're Mechanic Steve. Yeah, so hey everybody, it's Mechanic Steve, and I know what you're saying. You're saying, hey, you look exactly like the other guy. Well, I am the other guy. That's the unique thing about the YouTube channel. There's two characters, I play on both. There's Studio Steve, who sits in the studio, tees up the episodes, and then Mechanic Steve comes down and he does all the work. And the two of them are constantly fighting within each other. But so let's just do a recap on what we've done, right? So this car is going into British Body and Coachworks up in Fitzwilliam, New Hampshire. I forget the episode number, but I trailered this around to 4 different body shops, and I actually selected them to do the rotisserie restoration. Rotisserie restoration, everything's got to come off this car. It's got to basically be just a rolling chassis. So the first thing that we did is we stripped the entire interior out of this car, right? All the stuff on the doors, the seats, the carpet, the console, the dashboard. I mean, everything you can think of. The seatbelts came out of the interior of this car. There's probably 4 episodes, I think, to that. You can see there's a playlist on the channel. You can see how that was done. Then the next thing we did was we then went underneath the hood. Now the engine was already out of this car and has already been sent out to be rebuilt, but there were a ton of things in here that needed to come out. All of the pedal box, which has the brake and the clutch pedal with the master cylinders for all of that, had to come out. All the lines to all of those components, the hydraulic lines had to come out, the fuel lines had to come out, the heater box had to come out, the charcoal canister, the coil, just a ton of stuff had to come out because they're also going to paint inside here as well. And so there's, I think there's a couple of episodes of the engine bay strip on a playlist that you can watch as well. And then the last thing that I've been working on is this car had a lot of bright, beautiful chrome on it and the lights. And so the last piece of the strip is the exterior strip. So the front bumper, the grille, all the headlights, the body side molding, all of the stuff that's inside the doors, all of that had to come out. The windows, the mirrors, the locks, the handle, and then moving around to the back of the car, the rear bumper, the rear lights, the handle here for the trunk, even the MGB emblem. We debadged the car, and we took a bunch of stuff out of here as well. So there's just a few things left to do on the car to have it truly be a rolling chassis, and that's removal of the wire harness. We're going to actually replace that, so that's got to come out. We're also going to remove the rear brake assemblies, and I think just a couple of other things. And then this car, when it gets to the body shop, they're going to drop the front suspension, the rear suspension, they're going to put it on a rotisserie, and they're going to actually media blast the entire car, prime it, fix the metal work on it, prime it again, and then several coats of paint and clear coat on top of it. It's gonna be about a 6-month process from start to finish. But you know, when body guys tell you 6 months, that usually means like 9 months to a year. But I'm hoping 6 months. In the meantime, what we're gonna be doing is refurbishing a lot of the components. Like the dashboard that was on this was all cracked. And so that has to be totally replaced. All the gauges from the old dashboard have to go into a new dashboard. The heater box inside the engine has to be done. The transmission brace has to be refurbished. The seats have to be recovered. So I'm gonna be very, very busy during that 6 months. So when this car comes back, we can just take it and start to assemble it back together. So right now, you know, it's been a journey down into what I call the valley of restoration despair, where it's hard. I mean, I love this car, and I had to basically destroy it, take it apart bit by bit, bag it, and bring it home. At times, I felt like I was Jeff Lee Dahmer out in Milwaukee, right? So it's a tough thing emotionally to do, to just rip your car apart. But I'm down at that bottom of that valley of restoration despair, and when we get this car back, we're gonna climb out of that, because every piece of work we do is gonna be putting refurbished or new parts on the car. And you're gonna see that, you know, from week to week. And I think mentally, I'll be in a better place with that. And so this is the original engine, transmission, and overdrive that was in Maggie. It had about 94,000 miles on it when I took it off the road in 1981. When we pulled this engine out of the car, the first thing I did was to find an engine rebuilder that's literally done thousands of these. There's a gentleman down in Pennsylvania by the name of Dick Moritz, and he rebuilt the entire engine. Not only that, but he put a mild cam inside the engine so that the valves stay open longer to get more air in, more exhaust out. He ported and polished the exhaust and intake manifolds. So this thing is probably about a 25% increase in horsepower. So it's an 1800 cc engine. He didn't bore it out. Normally it's about 100 horsepower. We're gonna get probably about 125 horsepower out of it when we put it together. So the engine's rebuilt, he rebuilt the transmission, and he also rebuilt the overdrive. There's an episode, one of my favorite episodes on the channel, where I go into all of those processes that he followed, complete with pictures and videos. Check it out if you love engines and engine rebuilding. So that's where we are with the restoration. Make sure you check out Maggie's makeover on YouTube if you're interested in following along. For those of you thinking about doing your own frame-off restoration, think twice about it. Hours upon hours, the project will own you.
Steve, thanks for letting me show your car on my channel. I appreciate it. And so upcoming videos for me is, I have a Lexus RX 350 with 189,000 miles. I have a 2006 Mini Cooper S convertible, supercharged, 6-speed, 29,000 miles that I bought from the original owner. My FJ Cruiser with 335,000 miles. I will always make a video on that. No matter what it is, I will make a video, because why not? My girlfriend's VW, it had a PCV valve put on, and there was also some oil leaking, so we'll take it to the shop, see if there's any more oil leaking, and if so, we'll do whatever it is that's leaking and fix that. Travel videos throughout New England. It's been hot, it's been rainy, I've been miserable. I actually went to Maine over the weekend. I was so miserable that I didn't even put the drone up. That's how hot and humid it was. I just was not into it. But I will make my birthday video. It should be a fun little video, I hope, just a few minutes long. And whatever else comes about. All right, so until the next video, everybody, Baldadonis out.